I know I'm mad late. Mad late. Good morning, folkers. Good morning, Freedom Marchers. What it do? On my way to concealed my CWP class. Which I shouldn't have to take I shouldn't have to go to this class to exercise my rights to keep and bear arms, but you know, it is what it is right now. At least they waived the fees. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping one day South Carolina will become a constitutional carry state. It's in the works right now. So how y'all doing? What's up, Xander? It is Saturday, January 12th? Yep. January 12th, 2021. Yeah. And it's about 41 degrees right now. Pretty cold. I got my workout in this morning before I headed out. Hey, do me a favor, guys. If y'all come up in here, please hit that like button. Look at beautiful water around here. Anyway, hit that like button when y'all come up in here, and you know, so that I get a shot with the algorithm. I want to talk about this Ukrainian thing real quick. Yeah. So apparently, the Ukrainian military is training civilians to stand up against an invasion from the Russians. They are in class. They're going to schools, and they're running through drills, and they're training the civilians to use these weapons, which is good. I can appreciate a country that would do that. They would not do that here, you know what I'm saying? But at least they're doing something for their people. I mean, they're giving them some type of empowerment. But here's the thing: is it too late? Is it too late to do this? Because if there is to be an imminent invasion from Russia, you know, Russia has always been a sort of a threat for the Ukrainians, right? Ever since they broke away from Russia back in the 80s, right? When the Berlin Wall fell down. Listen, you should not be waiting until the enemies are at the gates before you train your civilians to stand up against an invasion, or to give them the opportunity, or to finally give them the power to do so, right? This is something that should be ingrained in your people from an early age, right? They should always be prepared for some sort of invasion, some sort of, you know, war, whatever, whether it be to defend themselves against foreign invaders or a tyrannical government. But if you wait until your enemies are at the gate, I mean, you're going to give them a fighting chance at least, right? Which is something. But they imagine how much more equipped they would have been if you would have taken your people from the jump and gave them, empowered them, and told them, look, we're your government. We're not here to keep you safe. We're not here to tell you what to do. We're here to help protect you, protect your rights. That's really what the government should be doing. And it's really not a government at that point, right? Because if you look at the word government, it's about controlling people. It's about control. So, you know, this is where the problem of the government comes in, because look at the people now. They have to be trained. They're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s picking up weapons for the first time, right? You know, learning how to clear buildings for the first time, That should not be the case. You know what I'm saying? Every able-bodied individual should have the opportunity to do these things from an early age. They should be able to own weapons. They should be able to go out and train without being harassed. They should be able to do that shit. They should be able to form their own small contingents or militias in order to defend their rights and defend their state, right? Their state of being, their state of safety. But, you know, government is what it is, and they have cultivated victims in their people. And now,
1 mile, take a slight
you know,
turn to merge onto I-20
when the shit hits the fan, they're going to be ill-equipped. And now the government is depending on their civilians to help defend against an invasion from Russia, which, I mean, let's face it, man. Russia's not sending their civilians, right? They're sending well-trained, well-regulated, right? They're sending well-regulated military contingents into Ukraine if they decide to do that, right? And also, what do Russia do? They instruct the children.
Use the right lane to take a slight right turn to merge onto I-20 West.
They instruct the children in the use of firearms while they're in school. By the way, while they're in school, they're learning to use weapons. They're stripping them. You know, they're shooting them. They're training with them. They're doing drills with them. This is what they're doing in Russia, right? Because they know, they know they got enemies. They got mad enemies. And so it's sort of like a requirement for these kids to learn how to fight, how to use firearms, how to, you know what I'm saying, defend themselves. It's kind of like a mandatory, right? I'm not saying it should be mandatory. I'm saying that opportunity should be there for your children if you wanted it, right? Without any interference from government, without the government saying, "Oh, you can't train your children to do this. This is neglect. This is child abuse." And you know, if they pick up that gun, they're going to kill themselves. Well, if the children know what that firearm is and what it can do, the dangers it can pose if they mishandle it, then they'll be better equipped, and they won't necessarily do that, right? Because I tell you what, if a foreign enemy decides to invade the United States, certain states, well, the people in certain states would be ill-equipped. You understand what I'm saying? Like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, places where your rights to keep and bear arms, I mean, you might as well wipe your ass with the Constitution in those places. Your right to keep and bear arms, they're not there, essentially, right? You can't carry. You can't, you can't have certain type of weapons. You know, they don't encourage, or as a matter of fact, they criminalize the use of firearms in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And they place so many heavy restrictions on you when you can that it's not even, I didn't even bother really going to the range in California when I was in Cali. Right? I just didn't. It was like, I can't take what I want to take, right? I can't use what I want to use the way I want to use it. And so, I mean, I would go to places like Nevada to do it. Arizona. But, you know, Nevada's turning into California 2.0, so what can we do? Look, I'm not downing
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder
what
ahead.
the Ukrainian military is doing by training civilians. It's just, this is something that should have been done a long time ago, right? This is what every country should do. Every country's people should be equipped to fight in the war, not necessarily become soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Or a military force that's always on the ready. No, it doesn't have to be like that. But every civilian who's not a real criminal, and what does it take to be a criminal? You have to leave a material victim, right, to be a criminal. Every civilian or every person should be able to do that. And I'm interested to see what's going to take place. I'm interested to see how this is all going to pan out between Russia and Ukraine.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
I mean, real shit. Russia has always been a real threat to the Ukraine. I don't, you know, this should be a no-brainer, right? If you have neighboring countries that are your enemy, I mean, it's just common sense.
Continue on
It's common sense.
I-20 west and then I-26 east is on the right.
It's common sense to make sure your people are equipped, to always be ready, always equipped to defend themselves. Like, that's common sense. And look what they're doing in the United States right now. They got all these sneaky ass gun laws that they're trying to sneak in, right? The boyfriend loophole. They're sneaking shit into other bills. A lot of it's bipartisan. So, I mean, I don't know what they want. You know, especially the United States, I don't understand it.
Stay in the 2nd lane from right.
They're trying their damnedest to not keep the people empowered. I don't understand it.
Use the right lane to take exit 64
When they know
to merge onto I-26 east toward
what
Charleston.
threats we face from other countries, right? Because we consider ourselves the world police, right? Oh, the United States, the world police with a big daddy. No, actually, what we are
I-26 east
is you know, we're
I-26
all up in everybody's
east
business.
is on the right.
We are destabilizing whole regions. We have destabilized the Middle East, and you know, we really. I mean, it's just smart, man. We have so many enemies that hate the U.S., that hate the West in general. You know, and look at London. Look, you can't even. I mean, it's even worse in the UK
Stay
in terms of
3rd lane from right.
having your rights restricted.
I-26
You know,
east is
and
on the right.
they are constantly dealing with terrorism, right? They have
Use the
neighboring
right 2
countries
lanes to keep right onto I-26
that
east
mean to
toward
do them harm,
Charleston.
and they leave their people just completely vulnerable, right? They can't, hell, they don't even want them to carry blades.
Right.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous what government, the destruction that governments cause for their people and for other countries, right?
And Columbia Airport.
The more powerful the country, the more powerful the government, the more destruction that government causes. That's just the reality of it. Because how did they get their power? Not altruistically. They didn't do it nobly, right? They did not do it nobly. They did not go through noble means to gain the power that they have. I don't really know much about how the Ukraine treats its people, but I mean, I know that they're in bed with the United States government. They're in bed with the U.S. I mean, they're allies, so they have to have some level of tyranny going on, right? So, I don't know, man. That's why it's important. You don't want to be like those people in the Ukraine. I saw videos of them being trained, It's like most of them never picked up a firearm in their life. And that's pretty damn sad. It's just sad. And we don't want to be like that. And we shouldn't have to rely on our government to do so. We shouldn't have to rely on our government to empower us. We need to empower ourselves. We just need to have the ability and the right to do so, and have the government leave us the fuck alone. Stay out of our business. Don't worry about where I'm training, what I'm training for, why I'm training, what I'm training with, who I'm training with, what we're talking about, what we're, planning to defend ourselves against, what we might know is a real threat or not, how we feel about government. None of that shit's the government's business. Don't be like these Ukrainian people where there's a threat at the gates. There's an enemy at the gates, and you're just now picking up a weapon. Don't be like them. Take matters into your own hands and handle your business, right? Take matters into your own hands. Pick up a weapon.
In 2 miles.
Train.
Exit 113.
Pick up a weapon and train.
In 2 miles,
right?
Exit 113.
Train with people. Train without people.
And Columbia Airport.
You know what I'm saying? These are things this is common sense. And not just pick up a weapon and train. Train with your hands. Train how to fight. Go out there, do a shitload of cardio, do some resistance exercises, do functional exercises. Get into functional fitness. Fitness that will that will equip you to survive, right? Not just lifting heavy weights, you know what I'm saying? Deadlift and heavy squats. Not just that. I mean, those are good to do anyway, right? Because you might have to lift heavy shit to survive. You got to have some level of strength. I'm not saying don't do that shit, but don't just focus on that. Also focus on hand-to-hand combat. Focus on calisthenics, right? Bar work. Do bar work. You know what I'm saying? Where you can do pull-ups, restricted pull-ups or strict pull-ups, muscle-ups, dips. These are things that will help you, right? You can't just pick up a weapon and you're out of shape and you think, oh, okay, I'll be all right. No, man, you got to be able to duck for cover. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? It takes more than just picking up a weapon, man. You got to be physically fit. You have to have a level of fitness, or you're going to be screwed, man.
Use the left lane to keep
And that's
right
also
onto
something.
lane. Then turn right onto Airport.
I mean, yeah, football, basketball, baseball, those things are cool for fun.
At the light, use the right
And yeah, some
to
people,
turn onto Airport Boulevard.
they're going to be. There's nothing wrong with being a professional in sports and all that other shit, but I mean, at this point in time, the way the world is going right now,
turn left.
A mile to your destination.
my children, I'm putting them in a Muay Thai class as soon, you know what I'm saying? As soon as we get settled. Put them in maybe even an MMA where they can learn how to do jiu-jitsu and all that other shit. I'm not really a jiu-jitsu guy. I have a competent level of, takedown defense to a competent degree. But my children, I will be getting them into an MMA class because it's important for them to learn. No baseball, bat, fuck all that. My children are going to be focusing on hand-to-hand combat. They're going to learn how to fight.
Then the destination is on your right.
Wait, what?
You have arrived at your destination. The route guidance is now finished.
Yo. Man, this fucking...
Turn right. Then the destination is on your right.
What? I can't turn right here, can I? Nope. Man, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm at the joint. I'm at the joint. About to get my about to go through this fucking stupid ass formalities. Ooh, you gotta get the permission slip to carry. Fuck out of here, man. The only reason I'm doing this is I don't want to be pulled over by no pigs and have my shit taken. It's fucking bullshit. Ooh, you got to get to the cars, and then you got to get to the... The good thing is, I don't have to do the range time because I am a veteran. Even with that, right? Some companies, they won't let you do, they won't let you skip out on the range time, even if you're a veteran, if you weren't in combat arms. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to sit through 5 hours of fucking class and then another 2 hours of range time. Fuck all that. I'll do it on my own time. What's good, Jimmy? This Russian about the fuck out of here. Black Spring Autumn was good. You know I'm gonna crush it. Ain't got no choice. The trucker convoy is showing up here now. Yeah, they're gonna be going to DC, from what I understand. I was out last night when you came in on. No, I didn't come on last night. My girls for 626. Got a few minutes. Once again, though farmers and shit brought their own weapons to fight colonial Britain during the revolution, it's not hard to arm and train the citizens, but will it matter? It will. It will matter to a degree. You know, they won't be able to just roll right over the Ukraine if everyone, if they can't even, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to wipe the fucking whole country out. If, okay, there's a reason Russia's invading, or so they say, right? You know, we don't really know. There's a reason Russia would want to invade Ukraine, and it's not just to kill everybody, right? They want to occupy it. They want it to be intact. They don't want it. They would have to destroy. They would have to carpet bomb, destroy the. They would have to wipe out the entire country if the civilians were equipped to fight against them, and they're getting shot at from every direction, right? They know that they can't go into a house without possibly getting shot at. They can't go into a neighborhood or a village or a town without possibly getting shot at. So the point is to occupy. And if the civilians are strong enough to fight against you, along with the military, you really don't have a great shot. You would have to like destroy like whole towns. But you don't want to do that. You want to keep those things intact because there's a reason you want to occupy it, right? You want it to be intact so that when you get up in there and occupy it, you don't have to spend much money rebuilding, right? They want to just come in there. They don't really want to fight, right? The Russians don't really want to fight. They want to get in there and they want to say, okay, we the big bad Russians. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the little itty bitty Ukrainians kneel before me, or, you know, suffer the concept. That's what they want. They don't really want a dog fight. They don't want that. So you equip the people to stand up and fight against the potential occupying force. Well, the occupying force is going to be a little bit more hesitant, right? They're going to be like, okay, well, I see what's going on here. But the problem is, if you look at the training videos, which is what they want you to see, right? There could be a lot more going on that they don't want you to see, that they're better equipped for. But if they see this, the way the civilians being trained, they're like, oh man, they ain't really on that. They're not really equipped. They're just now training them, and we're maybe 2 or 3 weeks ahead. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks from invading. They're not going to be ready. So that's why you want to show the world, look, our military is strong, our state militia, our militias are strong, and the part of the part of the people that aren't necessarily part of the militia right now, that train more often, they're ready too when they're needed. So when you come up in here, just know that you're going to be getting shot at from every single direction. And you got to deal with our military. You got to deal with our strong military. That's why it's good for us to know this shit and to learn this shit ASAP and be equipped. Again, I'm not surprised the way how my parents are, because they live in Vietnam and still got communist ideology stuck inside their head. Yeah, unfortunately. By the way, I noticed Brent Tay not even talking about the truckers. Dude deep inside hated the trucker and love police for sure. Yeah, screw him. Dude's a total grifter. All he want is money by making people buy his police book. Yeah, he's something else, isn't he? Dude also seemed obese lately. Why I think is U.S. fault again? What? Bricks, the once Russian jumps it off, you can bet on their allies as well. Yeah. Like China about to invade Taiwan. It's a very, very good possibility. We're constantly paying for that and asking for freedom permission, which is double speak in some form, federal, state, and local government taxes. Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, I shouldn't even have to be up here doing this right now. And it's a may issue state, so they have to do it, or a shall issue. So once, I pass the background check, I do this stupid bullshit classes, they have to give me my permission slip, and then I can carry. Like, whenever, except for when in places where people have signs posted. And if a private business doesn't want me to carry in their store or in their business, hey, that's on them. At least the government is enforcing it. I'm from Vienna, Austria, and all I can say is that back in the 2014, 2015, they did the same, and the result, the whole economy of Europe was fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I got about 8 minutes before class starts, and I want to, make sure I got everything I need. All right, much love, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, prepare yourselves, prepare your family. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for the government to do it, because if you wait for the government to do it, you're gonna look like those Ukrainian civilians that they just started training yesterday for an invasion that's happening tomorrow. You feel me? But it's good that they're doing something. It's good. It's good that they're doing something. It's going to help, but it could have helped a lot better if your people were equipped way before. So it is what it is. Much love. Let's keep